Whoops, I forgot that that would crash it. We're good. I'm back. Sorry about that. I forgot that moving the app off would crash it. So yeah, I can't look at my texts at all. I'm just gonna have to exist without them. Anyway, yeah, sorry about that crash. Big whoopsie. That was entirely my fault because I got off of the streaming app. Anyway, thanks, Goop. Have a good lurk. But we're back. We're back and we're thriving. We're vibing. So that was stupid. Oh wait, dry fit. I got so distracted by my dumbass. Go back to dry fit. Let's see. Okay, something's not fitting quite right, which means I'm either putting it together wrong, or there's a piece of flash that's in the way, which I find is actually way more common. I have a Death Guard friend, and honestly I feel bad for him even though their combat patrol... can't feel bad for him even though their combat patrol is bad. Every Plague Marine looks like a main character. They do! Hold on, one sec. I'm really proud of my Plague Marines. I'm gonna go grab some real fast. I know that's dumb as hell, but I'm gonna grab one. JK, I grabbed the whole tray. I was gonna say, I paint my Plague Marines like Palette Hand Plague Marines, though. So, like, I give them the original Death Guard color scheme. But yeah, not only does every Death Guard character look like a main character, but they also, like, they're fucked up looking in a way that's useful, because it means you can be really sloppy with the paint job, and it literally doesn't matter, because they're Death Guard, no one will notice, you know? But my favorite part, hold on, turn off the light here for a second. Let's see if this will even show up. This guy's a good example of it. I have fluoresced them in certain places. So basically, anywhere that I believe that should be glowing, or like the warp would be affecting them, if they're under blacklight, you can see, like, you know, this guy, for example, he's got the teeth that glow on his chest, but also his eyes in there glow. Or like, this guy is mostly like flies and pink and stuff, but he's got like pink glowy bits. So, or this dude who's got the hive, like a tinier version of the Destroyer Hive, one of my Death Shrouds. Yeah, because I did play Death Guard for a bit, so I have a bunch of painted Death Guard. But I didn't like how they were this edition, so I changed it. I only have to paint good if I feel like it. Exactly. 1 second, I'll put these away. But yeah, I have 3 unfinished armies, essentially, for 40k. I've got, actually, well, 4, depending on your definition. I've got 3 unfinished armies. I've got Death Guard, I've got CSM, I have, what's it called? Death Guard, CSM, and I have Chaos Demons. So I have a lot of chaos going on, and then I have a combat patrol of Drukhari. And the reason I have the combat patrol of Drukhari is I had my friends and we did last Christmas, not this most recent Christmas, the Christmas before, we did a combat patrol white elephant, where everyone bought a combat patrol or something equivalent. Spearhead or whatever also worked for Sigmar, but everyone brought combat patrols because we were only in 40k at the time. And then we just boxed them up, and then it was a white elephant of like, what are you going to get? And then, you know, obviously there's trading and stealing and stuff like that. And I ended up with the Drukhari, which I actually really, really liked their models, so I was happy with that. But I don't really have anything more of them. I just have those because I won that combat patrol, essentially. There we go. It instantly fits better. I just scraped off some bits that I missed. Okay. But so mainly it's chaos stuff, so in a way I can kind of take them all together. Oh, and I have a knight. That's right. I have a knight and some war dogs, but to me, I bought those for not playing 40k. I bought those for playing Horde mode, because we play Horde mode with like, oh, bring 500 points for Horde mode, and I just bring my knight, I just bring my Loyalist Knight, and I'm like, here you go. That's my 500 points. I will play this character. Thank you. Goodbye. So I have very short turns. And I appreciate it because it lets me like run the horde a bit better when everyone else is trying to do all their shit. But yeah, so I have like 3 or 4 unfinished armies. So I'm trying to finally get at least 2,000 fucking points for CSM. And then if I finally get satisfied with the amount of CSM I have, I will then move on to probably Death Guard again. Because I'm hopeful that in 11th edition, whenever that happens, in a couple of years, probably because they won't give us a break. They won't let us sit with 10th for a while. I have a completely different rant about that, but they won't let us sit with 10th for a while, so they'll do, like, 11th edition pretty quickly. I am hopeful that what that means is that they're going to put them back to being tanky, because that's what I liked about Death Guard was the tankiness, They don't currently have that. They just make other people worse, which is not my favorite. It makes sense. It's fine. I just don't like remembering that. Oh, don't forget. I like remembering my buffs. I don't like remembering debuffs. Because it feels shittier to be debuffed than it does to fight something that's buffed. You know what I mean? I don't know. At least to me it does. Okay. 31. 31. God, I've talked way too much this stream. More so than usual. I can feel it. Okay. 31. There we are. Yo. 31 and 30. Please be nearby. 30. God damn it. Alright, I can't avoid this one. Sometimes they Eye of Horus me without me being able to stop it, and it's really annoying. I really wish they would stop forcing people to have the Eye of Horus on their stuff. So, like this shoulder pad, that's just straight up, yeah, it's the Star of Chaos or whatever, but it's got the eye sort of embedded. What I do to avoid this is when it's like a possessed model or something, I don't color it like the Eye of Horus, I don't make it like that orangey color. Instead, I color it like an actual eyeball, and then I put a gloss varnish on it so it looks like a real eye looking out from the armor. That's how I avoid that when I can't help it, when it's like an actual literal eye. But it is annoying. I wish they'd stop. It was great when I was playing Black Legion because it was just built in, but it was only great for that. I wish they would stop modeling it into the fucking things. Or at least give me, like, options. Like, have the Black Legion one, but then have one for all the others, too. Focus on this. On my hand. On my gross... fucked up hands. I was doing this way off camera. Oh, yeah. It's funny, he has the chains of, like, I see this a lot on, like, Terminator plate stuff, like, Death Shroud Terminators have that, and things like that. There's a lot of, like, Terminators that have the weird chains on their armor. It's interesting that guy does, but I don't think he's in Terminator armor, Doesn't look like it, at least. Oh, look, here's another fucking stupid-ass Eye of Horus in the knee. Stop doing that to me. I'm just going to turn into a regular eyeball, but it is really annoying. I'm going to talk about how annoying it is about 18 more times throughout this build. Because I'm sure they're going to do it to the cultists, too. I don't know how or why they would, like, why would the cultists be wearing an Eye of Horus Legion mark, but I'm sure they're going to do it. Also, why does Black Legion even use the Eye of Horus? They don't like Horus. They think he was an idiot. Now they do. At the time, they were like, oh, Horus, we'll do anything for you. But now, Abaddon's like, man, that guy was stupid. And he was like his biggest fucking supporter during the beginning of the heresy. It's like, oh, Horus, I love you. You're my father. We do not die. I will sacrifice the whole world to the chaos to make you alive. That's how it goes. That's how he sounds. Trust me, I'm a lore master. A master. I know exactly how Abaddon sounds. He sounds just like this. Hello, my name is Abaddon. Okay, let's look at this guy, because we got a choice of backpacks. Of power packs, I should say. Did this guy not get his power pack? No, I forgot. We have 2 choices of power packs. I double forgot. So we got big guy with a sword and a claw. And then this dude over here who has the spider arms and is ripping off the head plate, the top faceplatey thing of the Space Marine, who I might make an Ultramarine. I know that's boring, but like, I'm pretty sure the Ultramarines are like the big, you know, enemy of the word bearers. So I might just do that. On top of that, I have a buddy who is fucking fanatical about Ultramarines in a good way. I'm really jealous of his like absolute love for the boys in blue. By that I mean the Ultramarines, and not because of the Ultramarines, but I'm just jealous of his ability to be like, yeah, those are my guys, and feel no wavering and no unsuredness about it. You know, that I'm jealous about. But yeah, he has that whole thing with the Ultramarines, and so it would make sense to make my dudes Ultramarines on top of that, because he's really the only Space Marine player that I play against, potentially play against. I don't think we've actually played a game in a while or ever, but I talk to him a lot, so I'm aware of it. You know what I'm gonna do? This guy that keeps getting the Eye of Horus stuff that's bugging the hell out of me, I'm gonna give him, check this out, this is what we call theming. I'm gonna give him this stupid power pack that also has the Eye of Horus on it. Come on, focus. Focus. Alright, you can kind of see it. It's not really, it's focusing on my hand still, but let's get the Eye of Horus on it. Oh, it's trying. It's trying. Anyway, it's like embedded like the other eyes, so instead of scraping it off, I'm just going to make it another eye. So like this dude's just going to be covered in eyeballs, like real ass eyeballs, and I'm just going to make that his theme. So we're sticking to that for his power pack. For the other guy who's like sort of spidery, let's see what we got. I think there's one guy later that you can put a tail on, and I'm definitely going to give him a tail if that's an option. And there's a power pack that also has a tail, so I'm probably going to match that up. Let's see. Is there a tail? Hold on, I'll pull up the instructions real fast. Okay, tail option. Tail option. I see a tail here. Where does it go? Who has that? What the hell? Am I crazy? It's like that's not really a tail. It's like a tentacle holding onto a knife. What is that attached to? Who has the knife tentacle? Is that a gribbly? Is it just a gribbly I can use? Also, what's this weird head that... Oh, it's that. Okay. Tail knife? There's no mention of tail knife. Oh, there it is. I found it. It's there. He's got, like, it's, like, wrapped around him. It's not really, like... Is that what that is? Yeah. It's, like, reaching for his knife. It's like a tentacle. It's not really a tail. Okay. Well, he's probably going to get the tentacled, the tailed power pack. So, keep that in mind. For me. Power pack for this... Oh, wait. Actually, hold on. The real question is now, do we give stupid Eye of Horus looking guy the Eye of Horus backpack with the extra eye, or do we give him this power pack that has literal eyeballs on either end? Like big eyeballs. I think that fits his theme a bit better. Like it blends it more into like, oh, these are eyeballs. These aren't just Eye of Horus stuff things. Because the other guy doesn't have a lot of extra eyes on him. Are there more of these than I get? I think I might not have to use this one actually. Set this aside for now, because I only have... How many of these am I making? I've got 3 of these bases. I don't feel like I have enough parts to make that many more. So on this guy, so that's 1 more base, 2, 3. Yeah, so there's 3 more total. I think I have more than 3 power packs, don't I? Yeah, I actually don't have to use that one. I can avoid the Eye of Horus one. Okay, he's going to the bits pile. So this guy instead is getting the eyeball one. And then Spider Guy over here is getting... Because he's cool and standing on a Space Marine, I'm going to give him a cool power pack too. He's the aspiring champion's backup. If the aspiring champion dies, he's the next guy who's also an aspiring champion. He's next on the list. We go there. And then we have... Oh, wait, no, we might still have to use that one. Shoot. It's fine. I'll come back to that. I'll figure that out. Because this one's got to go on somebody. I think I know what's going on. But then I would be down one. Dang. I was really hoping they'd give me an extra car pack. I didn't have to use the Eye of Force one. It's fine. I'll live. Okay, we'll come back to that in a second. Because I forgot to put his pack on. So we'll give this guy eyeball one. Actually, you know what? Do I give him the fancy power pack, or do I give him the less fancy one so there's less going on? Because, like, I might be putting too much on him, the one with all the fire and stuff. And if I give him a basic one... I was thinking. No, that's less visually interesting. He's getting the fire one. I know it's a lot to put on one model, but he is really cool when he's standing on a Space Marine, so... We gotta. I wish some of these Chaos models were also standing on, like, other Chaos Marines or something. So then I could, like, a lot of my friends play, like, Chaos and Xenos and things like that. And it'd be fun to, like, paint one up like an Emperor's Children, you know? I do have a buddy that does, like, Death Watch Emperor's Children, like Emperor's Children that were loyal and didn't die on his Fan 3 and were basically become Death Watch. How they didn't die on his Fan 3, I don't know. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. It's not that important. What's written in the books is not the end-all, be-all for lore. As that fake tweet once said, and again, the fake tweet from GW, but it resonated with some folks because, while it was fake, it was kind of right. Everything is canon. So you have your loyalist Emperor's Children that are Death Guard. Sorry, Death Watch, not Death Guard. Death Watch Emperor's Children that are loyal. Then, so be it. They are. That's a thing. It's canon now. Everything's canon. I need to get a higher tripod. I keep, like, pulling it up. This is my comfortable spot for doing my stuff, and it's just out of the view. My tripod only goes, or not even a tripod. It's a phone stand. Only goes so high because I'm not really set up for IRL streaming, nor am I used to it. Cool. Alright. Whoops. Drop that directly on him. Oh. Any of that one? Okay. And attach. You going back now? Yeah, okay. That is really busy. There's a lot going on in this model, but I like that better for him. I like his, like, crazy... This one's going to be fun to paint. It's going to be a bitch to paint. It's going to be fun to paint. All right. And we're almost done with this one, too. So, that'll be nice. And this we're going to have to use. So, we keep that nearby. Okay. We've chosen. Pop, pop. And next we need either this head or this head. I think I'm going to go 33 instead of 54, but let's take a look. It's just my gut instinct says 53. Wait, did I already use that one? No, 33 and 54. Okay. 33 looks like this. It's like an armored, I knocked him over, like an armored bull's head kind of thing. And it's just not my favorite, but I think I'll like it better than 54, which I think, where did it go? 54 looks kind of silly from here. I don't even see it on my sprue. Oh, there it is. Okay, 54 is actually, I think actually I like it better. It's up here. It's like it's like a chiller version of the same thing. Yeah, you know, I'm glad I looked at it because it doesn't look like that on the paper at all. On the paper, it looks like he has like no helmet. It's just a head with horns, which was kind of weird. But here, looks much better. He's got like a cool teeth mouth grill, which the other one doesn't have. So that's fun. Okay. Because the 33 one just has like a... It looks more bull-like, and again, I like the more... I'm not a huge fan of the bull style. I mean, all horns are going to look a little ungulate-like, because most creatures that have horns are an ungulate. If you don't know what that means, it's a creature with multiple stomachs. Or, wait, it's either a creature with multiple stomachs or it's a creature with hooves, like the two split, like a goat or a cow or whatever. You know, it's, I don't know if it's stomachs or hooves, but it's one of the two. Yeah. Okay. Does he look that way? He does. That's kind of funky. I don't know how much I like that. Looks like he's kind of like, whoa, like he's kind of doesn't know what's going on. Like I would, if I were doing it myself, I'd probably put him like, actually, there's no real, that is a good angle. Never mind. The way he's posed, there's no good like looking angle except forward. So that's what he's getting. You know, I always tell myself that like I'm saving my bits so I can kit bash while I'm building new models, but I never do it. I'm always like, what's in the new kit? There's always a new kit, you know? And usually the stuff I have left over is the stuff I didn't want to use originally. So it is a little bit of a trade-off on that. Not even a trade-off, just a funny thing. Though I do use them for, again, like kit bashing weird models like Greg. Greg Smith, the most trustworthy human you've ever met. And the most human you've ever met. He's so human, he's so human, he's got 8 arms, more than you. You only have 2. How human are you? Put him over in this pile. Okay. Check mark. Chose this one. Done. Again, I don't know why I mark for myself which ones I've chosen, but I do. I think because I started doing it on stuff where it mattered, where it was like, which of these have you used, which of them have you not? Okay. C36. That's going to be big old shoulder pad. Oh, 35, 36, and 37. That's 35, that's 36. Okay. We'll start with 35. This guy's got a big old claw hand of some kind. Whoops. And it's a very spiky shoulder. 35. 36 is here. Also has hooves. That's fun. Okay, this is a little funky. I know it's cabling, but because of the way it's modeled, well, I'll show you in a second. It's cabling for sure. But because of the way it's modeled, it kind of looks like, oh my god, focus. Not on my hand. On the cool model. Not on my hand. Okay, you can't see it, but imagine for a second there's a little like piece of cabling sticking out there, like a little ridge. It kind of looks like a Gene Stealer headpiece. I know it's not, and it has nothing to do with that, but it kind of looks like it. I'm just saying. Okay. Cut this. Do that. Cool beans. All right. Let's clean these up. Whoops. Drop my marker. Well, my paint pen. All right. Clean up the model. Try not to gouge out any details, though these guys are fucked up sort of physically, so if I gouge out any details, it's not going to matter too much. Oh man, when I was building my Death Guard, I was so cavalier with the knife, because I was like, it doesn't fucking matter, and I just sort of like cut out huge chunks. I was like, yeah, that's just how his armor is. It's got a big chunk missing, isn't that crazy? And if anyone asked, I was like, oh yeah, I just wanted it to look more worn, and it was just me being lazy and just cutting huge chunks out of it with the fucking knife. Which is funny, because I could have just left the, like, probably would have been less destructive to just leave the, you know, the flash on, and be like, oh, that's, I've decided that, you know, it's just a growth. But, I was like, no, I gotta cut the flash off, and I don't care if I gouge deep into the fucking model for it. It was fun, though. It was fun to just kind of cut into stuff. Don't get to do that often. Okay. Okay. Excuse me? Pardon me? Pardon me? Excuse me? Hello? Okay, there's a cable here. Oh, that's going to help. That's going to guide me. Ah. There's a cable here. And it connects there. And that feels right for this, right? Yes? Yes. Look at that. I knew the cable was important. Ugh. Okay. Oh, no. Anyway. Because my arm is in a different position than normal, like I'm kind of like doing a sort of weird like bear hug around my phone. My arm is getting like it's getting a weird workout. It's working muscles it doesn't normally work when I do this. It's getting tired. It's like in a completely different position than normal. Glue. Papa this guy on. Wow. Cool claw thing. Okay. I thought he had a crab claw. Am I crazy? No, that's a guy later. Later is a crab claw. All right. He's got the bird claw. So for more Zinchian, and this guy's more Slanesh with his crab claw. I wonder what the various animals are, because you got birds for Zinch, dogs for Corn, crabs for some reason for Slanesh. What the hell does Nurgle have? What's its animal? What's his animal? Everyone else got, is it just like rats? I feel like it would just be, or it's like flies. It's flies. There's a lot of fly stuff going on. I forgot about that. Like bugs. That's right. I built fucking Death Guard. How would I not remember it's fucking bugs? Sorry. I'm muttering to myself. All right. C38. C38. Oh, I see 38. There it is. Anyway. Okay. Pop this bad boy out. Ciao. Ciao. Okay. I wonder if I can... I just had a thought. I just had a freaking thought. I wonder if, when I'm at the end of the stream, if I just start streaming from my computer, if it'll just, like... If I can just transition it, or if it'll be like, hey, you're already streaming. I'm curious what happens if I try and stream from two sources at once. And if I could do, like, a transition, essentially, to my PC without, you know, shutting down the stream, restarting the stream just to shut it down. Because it'd be nice to be able to do my outro when I get there. I'm not there yet, at all, but I was just thinking about it. Like, if that's even possible. I might do it as an experiment. It might be part of this experiment to find out how that works. I'm sure I could Google it, but there's nothing like experience, you know? There's nothing truly like just trying a thing, seeing how it goes. All right, we have an option here between. We can go for the Mantis Claws, or we can go for a big hand with an axe. I'm bored of the big hand with axe. I've got a lot of big hands with axes. I don't have a whole lot of Mantis Claws, so we're going to use the Mantis Claws. Again, I want these guys to be as transformed as possible. I want them to be on the edge of being, you know, gibbering masses of nonsense horrors that don't... Chaos Spawn, that's the word I was trying to think of earlier, not Chaos Horrors. Basically on the edge of being a Chaos Spawn without quite getting there. But so close. Did they put out new Chaos Spawn models yet? Am I crazy? Or new in quotes. Like, better than the old ones? Because if they did, I need some of those. And I keep forgetting that I need them. Or I want them. I had a Chaos Spawn, some Chaos Spawn models when I first started playing. So I've been CSM pretty much forever. Like, I've dabbled in other armies, but I've always had a baseline of CSM, and, like, as a kid. the Chaos Spawn, I had one. I had some of the old models. I got rid of them. I always did, like, sell stuff. I was always doing that, even as a kid. And I didn't really play the game. I just bought the models to paint them and read the codexes because I found them interesting. C55 and C56. So yeah, the Chaos Spawn were neat. I always dug them. And I kind of want to see if they've updated the models or if they're the same derpy old models. If they're the same derpy old models, I'm going to wait till I get an update in 20 years. But if they're updated, I might be looking at some Chaos Spawn soon too, once I finish painting everything I need. Because those are just fun. It's like the halfway point between, like, the closest non-demon princes get to demonhood. You know? Also, I want to make another demon prince. My current one, I had the fun idea of making it like a multi-god, like a multi-god demon prince. But I kind of want to make one that is like, I don't know, I have to look through that kit again and see if I even could like do like a more neutral one that doesn't have like obvious alignment. Yeah, I'm just going to grab it real fast so I can show you what I'm talking about. I keep talking about these things as if I'm so used to not having a camera that I can just get up and show you stuff I'm talking about. So I don't really like the design of my demon prince, and I designed him this way because I wanted to use him in Sigmar and I wanted to use him in all kinds of places. But so I went for like a fuck it, all the gods. So I gave him a Nurgle head, like Tzeentch shoulder. We got like corn like bracers, but there was also like a Nurgle bracer. We got like a weird blue Tzeentch sword, some gray Slanesh stuff going on, some purples, some greens. The wings themselves are like, the skin's different. Like, I really don't like what I've done with this, but I've done it. I've made a weird clown, who also glows in the dark, by the way. Anyway, I've made a weird clown, and I kind of want to just get a new one, because I like my weird clown. He's a fun little weird clown, but I kind of want to get like a different demon prince, and and make him more like unified. Maybe one without wings, because the winged demon princes are just squishier. They don't feel like they're any better. They're just squishier. So yeah, that's probably going to go on my wish list of things that I want to get for this army. And again, I know that's technically for demons, but I don't think that's even an ally. I think you can take a demon prince here too. And it would be fun to make him like an actual word bearer's demon prince, you know? Not like god based, but like word bearer specific. So that, also I'm making a little head. It was one of the options. Instead of reading it out loud, I decided to just do it. It's like a weird, fucked up face instead of a helmet. But a word bearer's demon prince could be fun in that, I could make him my warlord. And I like the idea of like, you know, this warband in particular of word bearers, this sect, basically is mostly possessed in chaos and things like that. And technically, like, the idea of the Chaos Prince being technically the leader, but the real leader is like the Master of Possessions or something. Like, he's the one that sort of led them all into this fate, and he's the one that's like, oh, we should go do this thing. And the Demon Prince is like, yes, good idea. Like, you know, you are the best advisor, Smorglord, or whatever his name is. I mean, this guy's pretty much done, right? Yeah. So, done. Did that. Did this. Did this. Chose this. Did this. Chose this. Did that. Done. Alright. Gonna put him on his base. And then we're almost done with our possessed. I also need some chosen, too. I got a lot of stuff I need that I just didn't have because it wasn't something I thought was cool. But then I've really thought about it and I've really gotten into word bearer since I started some of the Horus Heresy stuff. Although really I started the Horus Heresy stuff because I was getting into word bearers. What really got me into word bearers really was the Beckwin books. The first Beckwin book has some word bearers show up and I was like, oh, these are fucking cool. And I was like, wait, word bearers are cool. Why did I never consider them as, like, a thing I wanted to do? Especially because, like, I got a weird fact for you about me. whenever I played Minecraft with some of my, like, I had friends in high school that we would play Minecraft with, at the end of high school, essentially. And, whenever we would play, I would always, like, unintentionally or intentionally, I wasn't sure personally even where it was at, but I would always start a cult. Like, I'd be like, oh, we worship the bridge. We are making this bridge. Everyone who wishes to spend their time working on this bridge to endless nowhere with way stations across the bridge. Like, here is our holy book of the bridge, and who must obey the bridge's, you know, wants and desires and things like that. And I've always done that shit. Even as a kid. Like, even as a little kid, I used to, I grew up in a mildly religious area. In that, like, it wasn't like Bible Belt or anything. It wasn't like crazy religious. It was just, everyone kind of was just passively religious. It was just because it was a small town. And a small American town. And so I used that to my advantage as a small kid, because I was not religious. Both my parents were different forms of pagan, though not pagan in like the goat worship sense. Pagan in the sense of my dad was a Buddhist, you know, that kind of thing. And, so I never really grew up with any sort of religion, so I would use that to my advantage in that I would do stuff like, I wanted something, and I'd tell another kid, like, hey, I'll trade you, or I'd have something, and they'd want something, and they're like, oh, can I have that, your gum, or whatever. We're like, yeah, I'll trade you for your soul. And what that meant was, like, I would just basically ask them to write down on a piece of paper that I own their soul or whatever. It didn't mean anything. I didn't do anything. It wasn't like, oh, you now have to obey me or anything like that. It was literally just a piece of paper that said I own their soul. And the things kids would sell their soul for. It's amazing. But, so I got in trouble doing that, and I had to give them all back, quote unquote. But I did let me get some, like, free candy out of some stuff where I was like, oh, I'll give you, George's soul for your nerd's rope, you know? So I've always done shit like that as a kid. And so I realized after all this time that I had ignored the word bearers, and there was something that I actually, like, thematically would find interesting and fun. So here I am. Still... Ooh, ah! I dropped a thing. We're good. I got it. I dropped a thing, and then I smacked the hell out of the camera stand. Thankfully not at my face, though my face is not hard to find. There are VODs and there are clips of me when I still used my what's it called? My webcam. But I don't want to break anyone's immersion, you know? The illusion that I might actually be a bird with human hands. It's cool that he's got this, like, weird tentacle reaching for the knife. I like that. Okay. Wait. Am I safe? I am safe. I did the math right. I don't have to use this stupid... No, I do. I'm not safe. I did the math wrong. I didn't give this guy his breath pack. I keep forgetting that step. Or not breath pack. His, power pack. Alright, you're getting the weird Eye of Horus one. I might just green stuff over the top of it and make it a solid mass in there. Yep. Anyway. Away he goes into the pile. Continue this guy. Okay, we need C45. Big crab claw. Big ol' crab claw. Also a tail reaching for a knife. That feels very Slaanesh. I don't know why. There's something about Slaanesh that says sneaky, but she does feel like the sneakiest of the gods. You know what I mean? I mean, it should be Tzeentch technically, but she's got the vibe. She's got the vibes of, like, oh, I've got a knife in my back pocket, and I'm using my tentacle to get it. Anything a lid, like a thing that blocks me from raising it too high, like a reminder. Like literally like a piece of something. I don't know what. Wood. Or just a better camera angle, you know, Sparrow. That'd be nice. Okay. Did that already. Okay, I think that's good. Do a good old dry fit. Oh, look at that dry fit. That fits so dryly. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, the dry fit, dog. Put that shit on. Oh, yeah. Oh. It's coming for you. It's coming for you. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, C46 and C47. Why am I still saying C? Because it's written there. Because it's written there. Did I miss a shoulder? I have one extra shoulder pad. Is it just based on the arm I chose? Yeah. C46. And C47. Is 51 one of the head options? It's the only head option. Well, I'm going to grab that while I'm here. Because I see it. And actually, I see the arm I want to use. I'm going to grab that while I'm here, too. I'm keeping the nautical theme on this guy. Which, I mean, both arms would keep the nautical theme now that I'm looking at it. But I'm making sure I keep the nautical theme. Because he's got his crab claw. And the other option is like a tentacle mace. Or a stabbing, like, swordfish front. Or like a saw swordfish, whatever those are called. I'm taking the swordfish. The backpack is going to be the one with the tail, which is also kind of weird and transformative. This one, we're just grabbing all the bits because we're basically at the end here. And I never got C47, which is his leg, which is here. And his leg even has like claws on it that are like webbed. Though it is more lizard-like than fish-like, but, you know, webbed. Okay. Let's grab this. Let's grab this piece. You would have gotten me. That wouldn't have stuck well. Okay. Cool. What are these? I'm just going to clean up everything here so I can just start gluing. Because I've already cut it all. These are going to be fascinating to paint. I'm actually kind of excited to paint these ones in particular. They're very complex models. They're very detailed. These kind of give me Death Guard vibes, and then each one is a main character looking dude. Which is really cool. I'm glad that's an option. I'm glad that's a thing, you know? And I'm glad, but I am also glad that it's not like Death Guard and that all the basic troops don't feel that way. Because if they're too individual, it makes it so I can't batch paint as easily, you know? Like, you can batch paint, but it's like, when I was batch painting my Death Guard, it was harder because it was like, okay, I'm like, all right, I'm on the phase where I'm painting all the maggots, and I will, like, look for them, and only, like, 2 models have maggots on them, it turns out. And I'm like, okay, well, like, 2 of the 4 I can batch paint, and then I have to move on to something else. Okay, now I'm doing all the flies, and only 2 of them have flies, or whatever. It's like, okay, well, you know, it feels less effective than, like, when all 4 of them have the same thing. Like, okay, I'm doing all the bones now. Okay, all the bones. I'm doing all the interior armor joints and stuff like that. Cool. That's everything, I think. Time to start gluing. It looks like it wants us to do a shoulder first. Do I not put a shoulder on? Oh, no, I do. I didn't. Hold on. There was one more shoulder. I thought I just didn't use it. No, it gets put on the other, put on the other arm. Bonk. Makes sense. Makes sense. Cool. Oh, I need to grab my water. I'm so dehydrated. Okay. All right, crab claw shoulder is the spiky one. We glue that. Crab claw shoulder is the spiky one. We glue that. Okay. Chopow. Done. And then other shoulder. Don't put that on yet. We got to put the hand on first. I don't dry fit the shoulders because you don't really need to do. The shoulders are always the same. They're always the same. I have a theory, by the way, that the original big-ass Space Marine shoulder pad was there to hide the seam on the arms. And it sort of still serves that function to this day. There's always like a weird seam sometimes on the arms, and then the shoulder pad just comes through and makes it look all cohesive. You know? Like, for example, right here, what I'm doing. Come on. Glue. Did I not do this right? That's what the dry fit. Yeah, the dry fit. Okay, we're good. I mean, I'm not dry fitting it, but this is the dry fit that worked. Glue. Why do you have such a big gap? Well, okay. You see my point. There's a big shoulder seam, big gap. But grab a little shoulder pad. How does that work? This one has a specific angle it's at. So this one I did need a dry fit because it's got a little tab it goes into. But the shoulder's going to cover that right up. Now, most folks who paint, display pieces would not put the shoulder on because they want to paint the whole muscle and stuff to make sure you could see it. And then you put the thing on, and then you could see it underneath. But it's going to be so in shadow, like this part of the arm that's like muscly, that I really don't need to. I can just paint what I can see. Lesson for you. Never paint what you can't see. Unless you really want to paint the inside of a cockpit or something, Then feel free. Because I know people who do that, where they'll paint the whole inside of a like inside of a part of a ship or something, and then they'll just close it up. Okay. And then the head, which is looking this way. Yep. Head is looking that way. Back piece. See, this is what's great about pre flash and mold line removal. You can just go. Don't have to stop at every step. And then the base. Foot. Oh, the backpack is not fully secure. Felt it move under my hands. Okay, I'll put that back on in a second. For now, let's glue you to the base. You're a little bit more stable. Let's back you up actually a little bit because you've got a weird forward lean going on. Oops. Whoops. It's all coming apart. Sorry, I'm going to have to hide it with my hands for a second while you look at my wonderful back of my hand that you probably, that I know so well. Okay. Bonk that on there. No. I said bonk that on there. That means you stay. Why are you acting like plastic glue? You're super glue. You're better than this. Or you're faster than this, I should say. Cool. There's all our boys. But we're not done. No, we are not done. We're done with those boys. I'm still going to cross them off because it's, it's what I'm doing at this point. Probably should do this with a Sharpie instead of with a paint marker. Whatever. I even literally have a blue Sharpie right here I could be using. Oh, but it's kind of sucky. Hold on. I am going to use a Sharpie. It's better in the long run. Why do I have all these thin little Sharpies? What's wrong with me? I had an orange one around here somewhere, I thought. I don't. It was all a lie made up by some part of my brain. To make things up center of my brain. Anyway, moving on. I think this will be faster. Especially because I think I want to make I don't want to give the cultists anything fancy. Except for I do want one cultist champion. The question is, which cultist champion do I want? There's two different options. Guy with weird hood, or lady running with chainsword. Guy with weird hood, I think. That gives a weird religious vibe. We're going with you, Mr. Champion. Alright, let's get the Chaos Cultist... Excuse me. There we go. Sprue got stuck. We got the Chaos Champion Cultist Sprue. Bump, bump. D8 and D7. D7. Okay. Okay. D7. Plonk. And D8. D8. Done. Okay, we're going to give him his little horn helmet, which is 11. And then, so that's 11. And then D12. Or D10. I don't think it matters. Either way, it's... Oh, wait, does it? Yeah, one's a bolt pistol, and the other's an auto pistol. Well, technically he's supposed to have a bolt pistol if he's the champion, so he's getting his bolt pistol. But I do like the auto pistol. I like how they look. They're, like, cool. I don't know, they're neat. But he gets his stupid bolt pistol. I'm so tired of painting bolt guns. I wish they weren't so ubiquitous. They're just constantly on every fucking sprue. Okay. And then we get one of his teeny tiny little bases. Because that's pretty much it. That's all of his entire model right there. Whoops. Whoops. Everything's falling apart again. Okay. We're good. There we go. Okay. Let's get this guy cleaned up. Ready for battle. He's our champion after all. Another thing I like to do is I will give them codes on the bottom of their things, so I can write them down, and then I have a spreadsheet of characters, and I have them give them all names. So it's mostly randomly name generated, but I'm giving them all names and titles and things. Or no, I give them all names. If they haven't been in a battle, I don't give them titles. But then I wait and we do a battle, and if someone does something impressive, I look up what character that is. Okay, that's C12. All right, then his name is gonna be Forbingi. His name's already Forbingi, but he held that point for a long time on his own. So Forbingi the ever living, something like that. It's funny putting all the time into the mold line removal and there actually haven't been a whole lot of mold lines to worry about that I've noticed on these dudes. They've hidden them real well on these newer sculpts, on the cultists and things. They've put them in spots where they don't look like mold lines. They look like oh, that's just where the line of the pants are. And you never think about it, or they just don't exist. But I don't see any mold lines along this entire model. Oh, there it is. There's a very, very small one right here. Would not have noticed. I wasn't actively, really searching for it. That's really good. I'm surprised at how small that is. I don't know how they do that. That's kind of some wizardry shit. Knowing what the process is for manufacturing, small plastic figures, having a mold line that small is crazy cool. All right. I guess they're not made of resin. Okay, let's, this hand goes here. Probably don't need the instructions for this. I can probably figure this one out on my own. Hold on, the glue is starting to build up around the edge of the bottle. I'm going to have to do a little repair on that. So fun fact, I'll talk about this in a second, put the arm on. While you're gluing, especially super glue, it'll start to build up this weird nozzle thing happening, and that's because the glue is just building up on the outside of it. And you do want to like occasionally come by with like a pair of pliers or, you know, your fingers if they're not going to be too sticky and whatever, and remove it if you can, because don't cut it off with like a hobby knife. I mean, you can, but I don't recommend it. You usually can. Let's see if this works for me on camera. Well, I've been squeezing it. Whoops. Don't worry about it. You can just grab it and sort of like break it off usually. It's like hard. There, see? Just broke it off. And now it's like it's back to its regular like bottle. Although this one's a little fucked up because I did cut it, which is why I was like, don't cut it. Because I did do that, and that's why this one's like struggling. But yeah, the glue will form its own little like ring of glue that you don't want. Because it makes it harder to get the cap on, it makes it harder to like glue stuff. I just got a whole bunch of glue on my fingers, which means I can't really, it's like I have a shell on my fingers now. I can't feel through. It's fine. Okay. Boom. We're gonna glue. Oh, that was way too much. Ignore the fact that I'm gluing stuff to my table. I'm not really. Nothing's gonna go there. Here we go. Whoops. Trying to make sure there's not too much glue on my man's. Although if he's a little fucked up looking, he's a little fucked up looking. It is the way it is. I was doing that completely off camera again. Where the hell? Where did I think that was my original? Yeah. Anyway. Then we just have to glue. I hate gluing hands on like this that are just almost like flat surfaces. It's really annoying. Also, some people prefer like gel glue. I don't know why. It's because it moves around. It's like less liquidy. But I've always preferred like the thinner, liquidier glue. Ugh. And that was a sneeze of me clearing the glue out of my nose, the glue smell out of my nose. It got real intense there for a second. And my body was like, remove, get rid of it. Ugh. Oh, my arm. Golly. Sometimes I will sneeze and like different nerves in my arms and neck and stuff just freeze up and hurt. I'm getting old. I turned 30 in less than a month. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. The big 3-0. And here I am making models on the internet. Well, there's one. Look at the size difference. And this is still a big guy. This is still like a 6-foot dude. You got a fucking Space Marine next to him. Like, they scale creeped him a bit. I think he'd probably be more than 6 feet if you compare him to like a guardsman. Because he's like pretty damn tall. But yeah. It's cool. Anyway. Okay. So I made my dude. Moving along. He's the champion. You can tell because he's got a bolt pistol. Okay. We're not making her. What's the other option to make her normal? Okay. It's literally just the head and that it's not a chainsword. Got it. So we're still going to mostly make her setup. So D1 and D3 instead of D5. I'm getting some of the glue off my fingers. Just stopped. I got distracted. Like glue. All right. D1 and D3. Okay, there's one. I like her like breastplate going on. I especially appreciate that they're finally listening to the internet. And not just GW, like people making armor in general. Look at this. Come on. Focus. This really wants to focus on my hand. Okay, you see how the breastplate, like it's obviously like a lady that's wearing it. Damn it. but they've made it one solid piece because you wouldn't want individual boo armor because it would crack in the center. It'd be a weak point. And they're like, oh, we've heard you say, everyone say that it'll be a weak point because it's been a really popular talking point. So now they're making it like a single individual solid piece, like you would. At least for the cultists. Sisters of Battle, though. Sisters of Battle still get their individual boo armor. They're protected from sternum shattering by the power of the Emperor, I guess. Lee 3. What the hell is that? There it is. Kapow. Triple ammo. Cool. Okay. And then D2. She gets the auto gun that I wanted to use earlier. And she's got a weird cowl thing going on with horns. I don't know if those are really her horns or someone else's horns, but I'm also probably going to paint these cultists, like, specifically as word-bearer cultists, essentially. Like, do what I can to make them the same colors as the Legion. Like, make fabrics the red kind of thing, and give them some shittier silver trim. Like, make their silver trim, like, more fucked up. Like, not in perfect Legion colors. Like, they just are sort of being forced to emulate it as best they can. Like, instead of silver trim, they have, like, iron trim, you know? Like, they just look less fancy. These models are so much smaller suddenly compared to the ones I was just working on. It's wild to go from going from Possessed, which are bigger than normal Space Marines or normal Chaos Marines, and then jumping down to, you know, cultists. Oops. Did I do this one? No. Did not. Or did I? No, I didn't. Because this leg would have been... Definitely would have been got. Would have fixed up. Ugh. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Hear my cat meowing at me. Meow, meow. What do you want, Beavis? Come on, buddy. What do you want? Cat cam. Sudden cat. Alright. I've sent him back to the Nether Realm, which is what I refer to as his bed. You know, I've never actually called it that in my life. I just called it that right now, so you're... But for now on, I'm calling it that. The Nether Realm, his bed, also known as my bed. He does have a small bed on my bed, but he never uses it. He just sleeps on the bed. Alright. Whoops. Knocked over my glue. That's okay. Cha-cha. It's just a very dynamic pose, you know? The kind of pose I feel like I would see my friend do in middle school when he was, like, drawing a bunch of stick figures. How you, like, showed off movement when there wasn't a lot of, like, oops, there was a lot of glue. It's fine. It'll be fine. She's just going to be a little bit... Hold on, bring her closer to my face so I can get her head on, because it is a finicky one, this one. As evidenced by the extreme amount of glue. Okay, there we go. She's got a very placid face with her action pose, but that's fine. Okay. We get a base. So for people like this that are like leaning really far forward, you want to put them further back on the base. If you put them like this, they're going to be hanging off the base, and it messes with their like stability. So definitely word of sage advice from someone who's fucked it up a bunch of times. Pay attention to the center of gravity on the model itself so you can put it correctly on the base so it doesn't fall over. My early models all had like tippy model syndrome where I just didn't think about that, and I put them down on the base in a way that did not help their center of gravity. Like you want it to be the center of gravity to be as center as possible. Otherwise, they fall over. It's like because she leans forward so much. Come on. Because she leans forward so much. I said... Ta-da! Although she's a little bit more tilted, but stable enough. I'll take it. Okay. Starting the pile. Okay. How many cultists are in here? How many am I doing? So it's one. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cultists. Okay. The rest are gonna be The rest are gonna be a little more simple in choosing, in that there is no choice. We just make the exact same cultists. Thankfully, I only want one squad of cultists. If I had to do multiple squads of cultists, I would be trying desperately to find things to like kit bash them to make them different. Even going on Etsy and like buying things like that. But that is not the case here. Okay, we want D18, 17, and 20. 17, 18, 20. 17. Here we go. 17. 18. And 20. Yeah. Ooh, fun. This head is a person. Hard to tell otherwise. With, it's a man. At least I'm assuming based on the bare chest. With a long-ass ponytail, but also like a unicorn horn thing going on. It's kind of fun. Alright. The camera's struggling so much to focus on these cultists. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely need to find a better setup if I ever want to paint stuff on stream. Because, goddamn, does this, I want to paint, like, up here. I paint, like, right up next to my face. I don't even know if I could paint on stream. Unless the painting on stream is literally just looking at me while I zoom, like I do it. Or it's an overhead view or something, you know? Whoops. Alright. Well, I just made that worse. Bob Ross, happy little accidents, was not fully in control of my knife. And I totally just gouged the fuck out of the side of him. But it kind of looks like he just has a wound, so I'll probably just give him a wound. In fact, I might make it a little bit more. Looks like he's been flayed a little bit. Now it's intentional. He's getting a wound there. Alright. I already did this one. Yeah, I did. Other part about Chaos is you can also be a little bit messy. You can't be as messy as Death Guard, but you have some mess potential. It doesn't have to be like perfectly clean, you know? And actually, that's true for a lot of the factions, because it's like a grimdark thing. You know? Because it's grimdark, everything's fucked up. Everyone has scars and cuts and whatever. Okay. Bop, beep, beep, bop, 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 beep, bop. And attach. They're also dynamic. Did I forget an arm? I did. Because it's not time yet. I didn't forget it. The instructions haven't told me to do it yet. Which explains why I forgot. Okay. And then this head attaches here. Like thus. And then we need D19. That's 10. It's a gun. They're basically all the same gun. It's all one weapon, one gun, auto pistol weapon with one bolt gun in there. Which is nice. I'm glad there's not like a whole bunch of like specialists like flamers and things like that. Damn, the bot's going off. No. I'm just reading the bot. It's really funny that it's interpreted scuffed as literally meaning scuffing the paint. I said it's a scuffed stream, and it's like, will the paint stick? Elden Ring DLC update. Let me know. Did you beat it? Did you do it? Are you done, Goop? Are you free? I beat Mesmer. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You're getting there. You're getting close. So not done yet. Well, you did it in a different order than I did. Like, I did Mesmer and a couple other things before I even went anywhere near Midra and like the spooky yellow zone. You know, I actually did that like last before I went and killed the last boss. So it's too bad that it's too bad that Elden Ring isn't like crossplay. I don't think, at least I don't think it is. Because you play on console, right? Because it would be neat to like do a co-op stream or something, but I don't think we can because I think you play on console, if I remember correctly, which is a-okay. Oh no. Still though, yeah, I have it on PS4. Yeah, all right, no worries. Question though, are you gonna play Night Rain? Have you seen anything about it? I'm hyped for it. It's kind of funky. I'm probably gonna be playing like solo with randoms, but I'm still hyped. Okay. D21, D22. This is going so much faster. However, I'll be getting a PC sometime this year because my computer is stuck at Windows 10 and Microsoft will stop supporting that in October. Damn, that was fast. They're only on 11, aren't they? Have they stopped naming new Windows and they're just like updating it now? Are they finally like, okay, we should stop releasing whole new Windows? Because they don't make you pay for them anymore. The whole point of doing new Windows is to make you pay for a new Windows thing. But now they're just free updates. Like, I've been getting free updates to like 8 to 9. Actually, they skipped 9. From 8 to 10 to 11. Like, when like my computer started at 8. And it's been like being updated over time. Yes, I'm excited for Night Rain. Will that be crossplay? I don't know. Probably not. Unfortunately, probably not. But if it is, we gotta team up. I'm excited. Are there any characters in particular that you're looking forward to playing? Like, I don't know if you've seen any of this stuff yet. Can't even handle the Windows 11 update. Oh, damn. Okay. Damn, that is not a great PC. 23. But if you're not using it for games, then it probably works for what it's good for, you know? Like, everyone wants, like, powerful PCs, but then half the time they don't use them for anything that needs the power. They just have a powerful PC. And they want it because it's, like, fashionable or whatever. But if you're actually using it for, like, gaming, yeah. All the characters look neat. Yeah! I'm really liking the, from what I saw, and I think there's more characters than they've shown people. But I definitely really like the bird guy, like the tank-looking dude. Because that's kind of how I play Elden Ring already. Console gamer all my life. I guess my partner's having it. Yeah, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. I was too for a long time, and then I swapped because I wanted to play League of Legends with my friends, and I didn't like swap to only PC, but I got a PC that was better because I wanted to play League in like 2013, and then we wanted to play Smite, and so I had to get, my PC was a little bit better, and then we wanted to play like World of Warcraft, and then slowly we just became PC gamers. I got infected by the PC gamers through them, but I met a lot of them, or like we played a lot of like Xbox and Halo and stuff, so. Of course you like the bird guy. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even worry about the fact that he was a bird. I just liked the fact that he had a shield and could kind of tank in a weird way. That's funny, though. I need help deciding what PC to get because I know nothing. I mean, I'm going to be unhelpful, personally, because my answer is always build your own. Even knowing nothing, my answer is always build your own. Like, buy the individual parts and then look for parts that way and just find stuff. But, because it is mostly plug and play. It sounds really scary to build your own computer, but they're mostly like, did you plug it in? Good. Did you spill water on it? No? You're good. Like, there's companies that make money, like, make a shitload of money off of building PCs for people because they don't trust their ability to just plug stuff in. But, that being said, you can fuck it up if you're not careful. There are ways to fuck it up. I ain't doing that. That's fair. Like, you don't want to accidentally static shock your PC while you're building it because then you've kind of bricked it. Like, that kind of thing. You want to be careful about that kind of stuff. But it's totally doable on your own. And I recommend it because you often get better parts for cheaper if you're doing it on your own. Like, you're just buying the part. Like, okay, let's say you have a company do it for you. You buy the part, or they buy the parts. They give you a quote, and they basically their quote is based off of labor, and it's based off of putting together the parts. And so if the part costs $300-$400, let's say a really good something, a really expensive something, and then they have to install it, they're going to charge you the labor for it, and upmark the part probably. So they'll say it was a $500 part if it was a $400 part or something like that. Or more, and then they'll also charge you for labor. And now this PC that would have been at the moment $400 based off of like the parts is like, $700. It adds up as you go, kind of thing. Which is why I never recommend people like buy pre-built PCs. But I understand not wanting to deal with it yourself and just have someone do it. That's fair. As long as you know that going in that you're like paying significantly more to have someone basically do it for you, then you're good to go. And no judgment one way or the other. No one. I hate the folks that are like, well, you're not a real PC gamer unless you built your PC from the ground up with spit and bubblegum. And it's like, no, dude. People who buy their PCs are just as fucking much of a gamer. Fuck off. Yeah, I'll be over here. That. Cool. Excellent. Then go for it. I would love to recommend you PCs, but I don't know what's currently on the market as far as pre-builds go. I haven't looked in a very long time. I don't even know who's good with pre-builds. Like, my knowledge about pre-builds is to recommend that you go to Fry's. And if you know about Fry's, you know that they're closed and don't exist anymore, and so my recommendation is pointless. I can't, that's how long it's been since I've tried to buy a pre-built PC. I was like, oh yeah, go to Fry's and have them help you. Fry's doesn't exist anymore, as far as I'm aware. It might exist somewhere, but as far as I know, Fry's is dead. At least the one by me is dead. Has been for a decade, or more, or less. I don't know. Time is wild. Realizing it's 2025 this year was insane to me. I'll eat some fries. Yeah, good old Fry's Electronics. Each one had a weird theme. Like, each one was very specific on its theme. And you could tell which Fry's someone was in. Like, anywhere in the country, you could tell which Fry's it was based on their theme. So the Fry's that was like kind of near my house. It was like an hour away. I say near my house. It was the closest Fry's to me at the time. Had like an octopus theme. It was all nautical themed, and so I thought all Fry's were like that because it had a giant. It was like a giant plaster octopus, not plaster, a giant plastic octopus on the ceiling, essentially, that was looking down on you, holding all the electronics. And I was like, oh, that's just a Fry's thing. And then I went to a different Fry's somewhere, I forgot where, and it was like a completely different theme, and it really threw me off. I was like, wait, it's not all octopus themed? I thought it was, because I always assumed that they meant like fry as in like a small fry, you know, like a fry like a fish. But no, they weren't all ocean themed. It's like, oh, I see. But yeah, I'm sure there's a list somewhere. And also, I could be wrong. I'm going to say, if you look up Fry's themes and you find out I've been lying to you and there was never a Fry's theme and they were all ocean, I'm going to blame the fact that the last time I was in a Fry's, I was barely sentient. I was like a teenager. I didn't know what was going on. But that's just what my brain says that that's the truth. And I could be spreading misinformation, but I swear they had different themes. I just had a sudden, like, doubt. Like, do they? I think they do. Or did. God, I'm just out of range. Just out of camera shot. Okay, I'm getting hungry though. Once I finish these cultists, we're getting close to finishing these. I'm gonna wrap stream up at that point, and I'll do something else. I made a mistake earlier today, by the way. I reinstalled Overwatch. Playing Marvel Rivals, I've been like, wow, I forgot how much I love the hero shooter genre. Like, I really miss Overwatch. And I love here Marvel Rivals, and I'm playing a lot of it. I'm hundreds of hours into Marvel Rivals at this point, I think. Or at least 100 hours. And I've been really enjoying it. I've done every single challenge this month. Or, like, not this month, but this season. They do these, like, challenges that they give you 40 days to do. And they build up. Like, you can build up to, like, I don't think there's a limit to how many you can build up, and it keeps track how many you've done. And I've done quite a lot of the challenges because I was just enjoying the game. But I did miss playing Junkrat, so I installed Overwatch to play Junkrat because I heard they did a thing. I'm going to get up on my computer. I'm going to click on that. I almost clicked on it on my phone. There's a table if you scroll down with all of them. Oh, hell yeah. All right, I'm going to sound far away for a second while I look this up. Scroll down, closure. When they close? Hold on. 2021. Okay, I thought it was like a decade ago. I was wrong. They've been closed for not that long, but for a while. Yeah, here it is. Where is it? Space shuttle. I remember the space shuttle one. Sorry, I'm on the other side of the. No theme. History, Gold Rush, Atlantis. I think that might be the one I'm thinking of. But no way, that's so far away from me, isn't it? No, yeah. Yes, if you look at that list, mine was the Atlantis one. That was the Fry's I went to. But I do remember going to the one in Anaheim with the space shuttle. I completely forgot about that. I did see that one too, and that's when I got confused. So I went to the Santa Monica one a lot whenever I was dragged there as a kid because it was like the electronics store. We needed anything electronic, we went to Fry's. And then, like, at some point I went to the one in Anaheim for something, and I was like, why is it space themed? Like, I was like really, really confused. Also, I didn't realize it was so California centric. I thought that was a much more wider chain, but most of those are in California. Which makes sense. Because that's where I be. Good old California. Come on, get on there. Here we go. But our plane was not having a good time. Okay, his last arm, it is D26. 26. Oh, I just had an idea. I gotta write it down. Hold on, I'm gonna get up again. Oh. Okay. Well, oh, thank you for the hydrate goop. Oh, you can see it in action. Hold on. My water bottle. It's always with me on stream. You can never see it, but I've got a little water bottle. Pokemon and stuff on it. Okay. You can tell it's well used because it's covered in like paint and like all the stickers are falling off, and I've been carrying that water bottle around with me for like a year now or more. I don't remember exactly when I bought it, but I definitely bought it close to a year ago, at least, if not already a year ago. It's like iconic at this point. It's like, oh, yep, that's Sparrow's water bottle right there. Like, people at work knew my water bottle. Like, there were times where I was like, hey, can you get my stuff from the property cart? And they'd be like, yeah. And they go get it. And like, oh, I didn't actually explain where my stuff was. And they're like, yeah, it's your water bottle. I recognize it. It was very distinctive. It's very green. It's covered in stickers. Now, there was a lot of sticker water bottles. None of them were stickers like mine, because I work with a bunch of normies who don't put Pokemon stickers on their water bottle. They put like live, laugh, love stickers on their water bottle or whatever. Hosier, you know, things like that. All right. I wonder what the rest of the themes are. I'm gonna have to go look at that. Wild West, Railroads. I think I've seen... I want to say I've seen the Wild West, the Railroads one. Even though it's like in Sacramento, it's kind of far from me. But I feel like I've seen it. Either on pictures or something. Oh my god. Just turn the page. It's like, hey, guess what? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more cultists. I'm not getting lunch anytime soon. Okay. D14, D13. How are they fit so many cultists on one tiny sprue? I have fucking, it's crazy. D13. D13. D14. D14. This guy's missing half his head. And then we're just going to, you know what, for every one of these, I'm going to cut out everything, and then we're going to put it together. So then D16, I'm going to cut out everything per model, not all at once. That'd be crazy. There's D16. Okay. And then D15. And also when I paint these dudes, eventually, I'm definitely going to put less time into and focus on painting them, because these models are literally designed to run down the board and die, essentially. To be something that is just in the way, basically chaff. That's their entire purpose, to slow the enemy down in areas, bog them up with models that they have to then stop and kill. Oops. Yeah. Hold a point that I otherwise wouldn't be able to hold, that kind of thing. Because that's the one thing with the chaff, is they usually have, like, a really high objective score, so they're, like, built to, like, ghost in on a point for a bit and hold it. Because Warhammer isn't just about killing each other, despite the war in the name. It's also about, you know, objective point holding a lot of the time. In fact, that's the main way to win. You could get entirely tabled being slang for getting all your models removed from the table. Yeah, you can get easily tabled and still win if you have like enough objective score that your opponent can catch up by the time the game is over, essentially. By the time the objective is reached. Which is cool, because that is how it works in battle sometimes. In wars, you have an objective and you have to do it, and if all your guys die in the process, but you achieve your objective, then you've won that battle, you know? I wish there was more, like, secondary objective nuances. Like, they have secondary objectives where it's like, oh, also do this, and if you do those, you get more points. But I wish that there was just, like, a secret... I want, like, a secret objective that is... everyone gets one, and also you can win your own game. Like let's say one person gets they get all the victory points. They got the main objective, they got their secondaries, like they really just kicked ass. However, you got your secret objective. And now you didn't win the game, but you didn't lose as bad. Like you know, you don't get anything for it, but it's like, but I got my secret objective, which is like I don't know, a secondary little prize or something. I don't know. No, there's no prizes, but you know what I mean. I feel like there's room for like try to do a thing or have a whole. There probably is, and I'm probably making up something that already exists, basically reinventing the door. But it'd be really cool if there was a faction, like if they had like a specific Alpha Legion thing, or you know someone else who's sneaky and weird. Where they get secret objectives and they can get victory points by doing the weird secret objectives that might not make any sense. Like, make sure, choose a model in one of your units. Tell the enemy that you've chosen this model. Don't tell them the rest or something. And it's like, that model must die or something like that. And so it's your goal to get that model killed or whatever. You know, something like that. Eventually everyone would memorize all those, and then they wouldn't be really secret anymore. But, you know, that kind of stuff would be cool, I think. At least for a little bit. Until, again, everyone memorized it and efficiency'd the fuck out of it till it wasn't fun anymore. But, you know. Could be neat. Getting a little squirt of glue by his feet. By his other foot. Okay, more cultists. Okay, I'm doing these all at once. I'm just gonna... Okay. 31, 30, 33, 32. So 30 through 32. It's 30 through 33. Okay. So, where is that? 30. Found 30. I see 32 while I'm clipping 30. 30. 32. Uh, 33. There you are. That's a fun shaped sword. 33. 31 is what I'm still missing. 31. It's a little tiny piece of armor. Okay. Right. Let's clean these up. Put them together. So this is 30. 31 is the armor plate. Put that on first while there's still, like, not a lot in the way to put it down. Because another armor plate was annoying to put on because I had to put other stuff on it first. See, okay. Like, you can't see this very well right now, I'm betting. Also, this knife is getting dull. I've used it for a lot. But they put the mold line, like, right where this crease in the fabric is. And it's, like, really well done. There's just, like, it's hidden in the crease of the fabric. It's here, too. On this side, you can also see, like, there's a sprue, you know, a piece of flash that I just cut off. But it's really well placed, you know? Really very well placed. Okay, this little gun. Do one of these. About. Okay, do that. Almost done with the cleaning on this man. He's almost squeaky clean. Okay. Guy. I'm going to attach his little armor plate to his side. Kablam. Yup. Whoop, there we go. Armor plate attached. No, armor plate attached. Hold on to it. The spikes are going into my hand a little bit, and they're not stabbing me, but they're gripping onto the skin in a way that's making it so it comes off when I let go. Did I clean this part up? Yeah, I did. It's hard to tell sometimes because of the amount of like weird little gribblies on these things. Actually, I can probably put that there too. Yeah. Ready? And then we rehead him. It's like beheading, but... No, actually, it is beheading. No, beheading is removing of head. So, deheading must be giving head back. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first. When you want to give someone's head, give them their head back, you dehead them, because beheading, for some reason, is removing. Even though if someone is, like, beguiled, that's a bad example. If someone is, if you were like, oh, they are bemuscled, you'd be like, oh, full of muscles. Yeah. And if they were demuscled, you'd be like, oh, they don't have any muscles. But for some reason, beheading, despite it being one with head. Oh, his arm fell off. Deheading then, therefore, must be to add a head. My logic is flawless. Not one flaw in it. Not a single one. Alright. 3 more cultists to go. And then I get lunch. Okay. 34, 35, 36, 37. 34. This is the unclean pile. 34. 35. You know, at some angles, it kind of look like Cruel Boys. Just an orc type of thing. 35. 36. 36. And 37. It is getting easier to find these bits as I, like, cut the bits down and they disappear off the sprue. It's like, alright, what's still available? Okay. So... move these guys a little bit. So, this is 34. Okay, 34. Let's do 35 out of the pile. Ooh, idea I've just had. Instead of cleaning them all up and trying to glue them all at the same time, because that is causing more problems with stuff like falling apart. The idea I just had was quite simple. Instead of doing that, I do these two, right? It might actually take a little longer, but more effective in terms of me not having to put things back together. We stop. Stop cleaning. We glue it. Somehow. Hold on. We dry fit. Stop cleaning. We dry fit. It's a whole process. That seems about right? Yeah. We glue. Make sure that stays together. Stay together. Let that sit. We clean the next bit. That's probably how it's meant to be done, but or how it's what I was doing earlier on. I didn't even realize it, but yeah. It lets that dry a little bit, so that when I put the next bit on, it's not a problem. Which might help me use plastic glue better in the future if I can. Wait long enough for it to set by cleaning a piece. Though clearly it doesn't take me that long to clean it. Okay, wait, dry fit the arm first. Let's just start gluing. Almost went rogue. Okay, so it's on the shoulder like that. So I need like an over-the-shoulder shot so my hands don't get in the way. Or they get in the way less. Okay. And then the head. Still needs cleaning. That's right, we didn't do that right away. Okay, that's all it needed, but I just remembered a thing I wanted to try, an experiment. We're going to set that up. Hold on. Setting up the experiment. I'll be there in a second. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where the heck is the rest of this? Where the heck is the rest of this? All right, I'm back. I'm going to do an experiment. I don't know what's going to happen if I do this. I don't know if it'll swap cleanly once I'm done or if it won't. But my hope, my plan, my desire is that it'll swap cleanly. We will see. It probably won't. I think I'm hoping too much for the technology, but the hope is then I can swap it. We'll see. Oh. Nice. Okay. Foot glue. And he's a down. All right. Done. Second to last. D41, so 41, 30, 40, 41, 39, no, Jesus. 39, 38, 39, 40, 41. There we go. I have to say it in order so I can remember the exact. 38. That was a big piece of flash. 38. Again, a huge connector. 38. 39. 40 and 41. That's basically all that's left on this sprue. There's like one extra gun. So actually, I'm just gonna. Oh no, there's some other stuff. 38, 39. 40, 41. 41. Which one did I not clip yet? 40, I think. So here's 41. 38, 39, 41. I think I still need 40. There it is. Yep, 40. So everyone's auto pistols. Cool. Okay. Last boy. Actually, let's do this in the order we're going to actually glue them in again. Okay, so this is the 38. It's going to be glued to 39. Sure. Okay. All right. The little capey bit. Oh, shoot. I got documents I'm supposed to sign. I just remembered. Taxes earlier. I'll have to do that in a second. I already was supposed to do that hours ago, and I have forgotten. It's fine. Tax guy's got other stuff going on. I just got to get it to him by the end of the stream. Okay. And it's just like an electronic, like, DocuSign thing, you know, the classic. Okay, leg. Cool. Leg. Hell yeah. All right. And then a harm. Yes. An arm. And a head. Cool beans. All right. And now, God, these are so much faster. All right. Speaking of so much faster, this last one, I don't know if they like did that intentionally or not, but the very last one is super easy. Cut out 28, 29, you're done. Check it. 28. It's like the full model is set up for 28. He's got like prosthetics and stuff. It's cool. Would have been nice if they were all like this. 28. And then 29 is his head. And there it is. Clean those up. Oh, I didn't. Hold on. Very important that I mark it, you know? Okay. 29. Clean that up. Yo. Yeah. Nice. And then, these are incredibly well designed, by the way. The fact that they put, like, they really think through the process of, like, okay, this is going to have points where it touches the sprue. It's going to have points where there's mold lines. Let's make it set so that that is, you know, in good spots. And they can set, like, sprue points, like, oh, you know, sprue here is on the bottom of the neck. We just connect the head directly via the neck. And then you cut that off and you shave it off. And then it doesn't matter so much how clean it is at the bottom of the neck because it's being attached to the head. You know, or you know what I mean. The head is being attached to the rest of the neck. Especially for ball and socket heads like Space Marines and orcs and stuff. Okay. Though the cleanliness does matter for the connection point, it matters less so for the visual. Oh, wait, gotta dry fit it. Done. He's even like looking down the barrel of his gun. Well, good. I'm like, actually, this is a lady, or at the very least, a titted person, one with the titties. At the very least, that's my new word, by the way. It's the word of the month. Sparrow's word of the month, betitted. It's inspired by the beheaded and the reheaded and all that stuff we were doing earlier. Betitted. Here we go. She's got a little robot arm. She got her gun. Betitted. Exactly. All right. I'm going to do an experiment. I don't know if this is going to work. The experiment is thus, by the way. My boys. We finished the boys. Oh, the combat patrol. Wow. Wow. Wow, look at that. So cool. I finished these guys on my own and this guy on my own. Anyway, so we're done, and I'm going to wrap up stream. However, whatever. I want to try a thing. Right now, my phone is streaming. If I get up and I start streaming from my PC, will it just swap? Or will it freak everything out and start up a new stream? I don't know. We're going to find out. Just in case it freaks out, though, I might just end stream if it starts to try and make a new one. So if that happens, thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate you. I appreciate you hanging out with me while I did my models and made it much less, I mean, it is nice and meditative when I'm on my own, so I might not, stream every model thing, but it is giving me more confidence to sit here and do things that aren't just video games. Video games and like the world building stuff and the other things. Like, it's making me go like, oh, you can do more things on Twitch than just video games, and that's nice. I like video games, but I feel like there's more. I think other things are fun live too. Anyway, I will catch you guys later. I'm gonna go try and swap it. If I can, you're gonna hear all that again, basically. Let's go find out. Okay. It doesn't work because I'm already streaming. Then it doesn't work. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. Pretend you can hear my intro music. Pretend I'm rating someone. I'm gonna have to figure out a better system where I can just use, get a camera or something instead of just using my phone across the way. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I will see you guys later. I don't know when I'm gonna stream again. Probably soon. I don't have a whole lot going on right this second. That's not true. I got a whole lot going on right now, but I'll figure it out. See you guys. Goodbye. Sorry if I got louder. I put on headphones. Anyway, bye.